What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another full self-driving beta video. So we are heading into downtown Ann Arbor today, and I love this little route I've set up because it's been pretty complicated. A lot of people and cars and things to contend with for the beta, but nothing unrealistic. It's just a kind of normal downtown setting that if you want a robo-taxi, a level 5 robo-taxi that can drive itself around and drive passengers around, it's going to have to contend with a lot of these things. And the car has been getting better. It's been really fun seeing the complex scenarios, but it's been pretty interesting to me to see how it can still struggle with some of the normal, scenarios, like maybe just making a right or left turn, or not phantom braking, like not braking if it doesn't need to. And then, you'll get to a blocked road and the car navigates it pretty well. So going back to some similar areas we've seen, and we'll see how the car does in these areas. So right here, we were braking a little bit. We didn't really need to. It didn't hurt anybody. It's not a safety concern, but it's just kind of like, why are you braking, And I always say, if this was actually level 5 and I was not responsible, I was sleeping or laying in the back or reading my phone or something, probably wouldn't care about those little scenarios so much, but when you're responsible, you just want to kind of push the car. So in normal driving, I have a lot more interventions than you see in the videos, because when I'm recording a video, it's to show you what the car is capable of, what it can do. So I push it a little farther. So yeah, let's let the car get us here to downtown. You should see, so we have a person walking, the car is slowing just a little bit for them, and then as they exit the road, the car then speeds back up. So very good there. Pedestrian interactions are very polite. So yeah, let's get into downtown and see how the car does. So he was watching. I'm not sure if my car was doing something weird, but he was kind of looking at me, gave him a wave, and so then he was comfortable to continue past. And then moving out into this intersection, it is clear. I can see fine, and it looks like the car can see fine too. Beautiful. I mean, really, really good so far. So a little tripped up here by the person in the left turn lane, not going around, even though normally it does, and it's a red light, so it's not really that big of a deal. But so far, no interventions. We're about to get to our first destination. But before we get there, huge thank you to today's sponsor, the Fabulous app. Are you looking to change or improve certain aspects of your life? Well, Fabulous is here to help. Why Fabulous? Habit changing and habit building is hard. Fabulous makes it easy for anyone to develop and stick to healthy habits thanks to science-backed daily routines. As a result, you will feel healthier, fulfilled, and more productive. It breaks down scientifically proven healthy habits into very small tasks that you can easily achieve every single day. Fabulous is 100% personalized to you. There are 2 ways to use the app. You can go self-guided, where you can choose to pick from over 100 recommended habits or create your own. Fabulous will help you to build these habits. You can also pick the guided style. You can use multiple journeys to achieve specific goals, coaching sessions to reach your objectives, and make the most out of your day, or discover wellness best practices through the Make Me Fabulous moments. Fabulous Premium unlocks unlimited habits, unlimited journeys, unlimited exercises, and daily coaching sessions with an ability to save and restore your progress. My favorite part, customization. Unlike other self-development apps, Fabulous allows you to change and build habits at your own pace. Fabulous is gentler, more rewarding, fun, and has a more supportive approach. So if you're looking to improve yourself before this holiday season, click the link below the video, and the first 100 people who click that link will get 25% off their yearly premium subscription. So really nice job moving right through this green light, and we're about to get to our destination here. And that was 0 intervention that whole way. So that's really cool. Not anything too complicated, but still, we interacted with some pedestrians, took some turns. The car did everything. I didn't even touch the accelerator pedal, which is usually pretty common for me to do. So let's put in our next destination here and see how it does getting to the next part. So this is where it starts to get much, much harder. So really nice move actually going around those stopped cars back there. I didn't really, think that's why the car was making that lane change. But since it moved over so early for them and then moved right back, it seems that it was going around them because it knew they were stopped. So that was pretty nice. And then this left lane is closed here. This person wants to get in front of us because we're going the speed limit. And the car shouldn't have a problem with this, but I found sometimes that even when the lane next to you is closed off, it can trip the car up just a little bit. But yeah, we get into this lane, and the car is slowing a bit. These cones are like partially in our lane, and it seems the car doesn't like to be near the cones. Now here's our right turn from last time, and it's taking it much gentler than the previous times we've seen this. I would attribute that to the cones slowing us down and helping the car with that turn. So stopping here at this really, really sharp right turn here, and wow, the car just kind of blasted through there. But I mean, that's great. It was clear. It was easy to see. There's nothing blocking the way, and the car knew that. So it continues on. A really good drive so far. Okay, so stopping here, we got here about the same time as the Jeep. Boom, moving through. So this stop sign and the last stop sign, really good. Stop signs have been so good on this build so far. And the car is usually very careful, which is good and makes sense. But sometimes it's too careful where the Tesla would clearly get there before other people, and then it would just wait and wait and wait. And then that confuses everybody. When it's your turn, you need to go, and it's getting a lot better at going when it's the car's turn. I'm also seeing on the map here, it looks like, I don't know, we're like off a little bit on the GPS, or I'm not sure what's going on there. So pretty interesting with that, but it doesn't seem to be affecting the car, but we'll have to look out for that. So of course, waiting for this person, and then we'll go after these two. We do have a bike to our left. I'm not sure if they're going to cross in front of us or what's going to happen here. So the car is being very hesitant. And now it's waiting. This person on the bike it saw us waiting. So yeah, the car kind of had a little bit of stop and go there. And then wow, right when the bike clears the intersection, it just moves right through. So very good. Oh my gosh, it seemed like it was gonna be a little close to that truck, and then boop, it just moved itself over a bit and corrected it. So this interaction with the cyclist here will be extremely interesting. It's a very tight street. We have a car oncoming, and come on, we'll move over. It's got it planned. We do have the cyclist behind us still, but with plenty of room. Wow, that was really impressive. Oh my gosh, these interactions with the environment are so good right now. So stopping at the stop sign, cyclist is still coming up behind us, and she does not stop at the stop sign. That is very illegal. She definitely should have stopped at that stop sign, but not all cyclists follow the rules. So now we're back behind her, and we'll have to pass her again. So let's see how the car handles it. So braking here when we don't need to. I may have tapped the accelerator there. It's hard to tell. I was kind of ready to do it. And it seems like we're mostly just yielding to the cyclist, which in this kind of situation we're in right now, I'm fine with. There's not much room on the road to be going around her. So yeah, that's totally fine with me. Squeezing in between all these cars here, very good. And then we have a right turn. It's a little hard to see to the left here, but really not too bad. This garbage truck wants to turn here, and we're totally in his way. I'm going to take over there because I don't want to block him. He's already having a tough time getting through here. And we have a pedestrian in front of us, so we can't go. And then now the car moves through after the pedestrian clears. It was funny because the garbage truck, he was waving at me. He was like, go, 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 go. But I couldn't. There's somebody in my way. So, wow. Yeah, unfortunately, I had to take over there. Probably didn't have to, but yeah, I just didn't want to be rude. Moving through that yellow light, not bad. It was kind of iffy to me. I'm not sure if I would have stopped there or not. It was pretty close. So road closed there, and it wasn't closed last time we took this, but the car handled it perfectly fine. It normally gets in that right lane, but since it was closed, it just went right around the cones really smoothly too. So again, it was green, and the car felt like it hesitated just a bit because this person in the pink in front of us, it seemed like she kind of moved toward the road. Like even that was my thought, and I don't know if the car picked up on that or not. And it hesitated just a bit, and then as soon as the light turned yellow, the car stopped and let those pedestrians pass. So that was a great, I mean, it wasn't a hard stop or anything. I think it was the perfect move. So light turns green, and okay, I hit the brake there because I thought she was going to walk right out in front of us. Another disengagement that was totally unnecessary. It looked like she wasn't paying attention to me, but then she stopped right at the last second. So yeah, I definitely don't like to mess around with anything like that. So this left turn lane used to be a problem for the car. That person just went left on red, which is really illegal. I'm not sure why they just ran a red light, but already, it's pretty strange. And we've seen in a few other videos where the car has a hard time seeing around this corner and seeing the yellow. But you know what? I do kind of see the yellow here, so I think the car is going to do this correctly this time. It is going to wait for this pedestrian first, which I didn't initially see until we pulled out a little bit there. So now at this point, it definitely can see the yellow, so it should easily make this left turn correctly. Look at that. Perfect. 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 Unlike the last few times, I'm having such a good time right now. This is the most impressive drive I've ever had by a long shot. This is just so good. Wow, wow, wow. 2 disengagements that were mostly just me. The car definitely didn't need those disengagements, but I did them. So I don't know. What a jump. What a jump from the last version. Because the last version was very good too. But this is, I mean, it's better than that. And that was already a pretty decent jump. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. This is getting real good. So right turn here. Let's see. We're waiting. That guy was coming kind of fast. And here's our May Mobility friends in front of us. So autonomous car right there that we waited for. Yeah, I was a little unsure on the Tesla's idea of what to do there. So we turned green, but I think the car can't see it, but there we go. There was somebody coming from the left pretty fast, and I wasn't sure if the car was going to stop or not, but it did. So very good. We're behind this, again, this autonomous May Mobility vehicle. I have a video. I took a ride in one. You should check that out. It'll be linked above if you want to see my comparison. I could not believe how good my car was compared to it. So we stop here. This Tesla was before us, so we'll see if they go. I don't know if they're on beta or not paying attention or what's going on. So it's definitely the blue car's turn, and then it's our turn. So now we're going through. So it did a really good job there of moving through, even though it's a tiny bit slow, but really not bad. So the car is stopping in the middle of the road here, way too far back, and we're getting past, which that's fine. I don't blame them. And moving into the right turn lane. So very good. That's always a tough one because I have to change the route, you know, on this really narrow road. So again, I'm not sure why we're stopped so far back. I'm going to bump us up just a bit because there's somebody behind us. So we're peeking out here. It's still red. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, we can't go because of the pedestrians. See, I'm looking to the left and the car's looking everywhere all the time, so it can see much better than I can. So after this pedestrian finishes, we should be good to go on this green. And here we go. Nice, 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 nice. So we have this green here. I would be hurrying. Oh, no, we got somebody pedestrian, so the car's better than me. I would be trying to go fast because I'd want to get through this green before it changed. But the car is waiting for these pedestrians, and now that it's yellow, oh, is the car going to move through? Yeah, do it. Oh my gosh, that was probably not the best move, but I think I would have done the same thing. I'm not going to lie, so I really like it. I don't know, that's definitely going to be a controversial one, I bet, down in the comments, but yeah, I'm good with that. I'm really good with that. Okay, so moving forward here, this left turn has always been pretty difficult for the beta. We have the turn signal on. Yeah, it's definitely not sure here. These cars behind us, I mean, they can go around, and the turn signal's been on since we were at the light. Okay, and the car is moving forward. Wow, so I couldn't see a traffic light or anything, but it kind of seemed to be able to tell that those cars stopped, and then was like, all right, I guess we should go now. So that was really nice. Yeah, I was ready to kind of push it, but it did end up going. Really good. And the stop, I mean, the stop's really good. Oh, I should tell you, we're on the assertive now that we're near the end of the video. We're on the assertive setting, but I'll probably always have it on that. I'll try to do maybe a back and forth somewhere and compare the different settings, but so far I haven't noticed much of a difference between them. Besides, the biggest thing I like about chill is that it won't like randomly try to pass people when it's not supposed to. Assertive will sometimes try to pass people even like when you're like, if there were 3 cars here, you know, at the stop sign, it'll try to go around them, which obviously is really stupid. Whereas chill doesn't seem to do that. So that's kind of the biggest difference I'm noticing so far. So again, stopping way too far back. What a weird thing. So too many pedestrians for us to go. And now we can go. We should go. All right. Okay. Maybe not. I was gonna push it. That was kind of my fault. We're stuck here now. All right, so that person's waving me on, so I'm gonna push the car through. So yeah, that was kind of me and the car at the same time, kind of being goofy because I wanted to take advantage of that gap with the pedestrians where we had it, but yeah, then we had a car in our way. So turning here, no pedestrians, looking good. I mean, he's at least off out of the way, the guy on the phone there. And yeah, pretty nice left turn. So this guy's walking in the street, car is waiting for him. Is that jaywalking in between 2 crosswalks? I don't know. I don't do city stuff very much. We have another Model Y here. Waving at each other, that's always fun. Oh, I have to tell it where I want to go. I was looking at the road, not the screen. So the car seems like it wants to turn left here, but I don't think it's going to actually do that. I don't know. Let's see what it does. Why are you turning left if your nav says to turn right? All right, let's go, I guess. So boom, we turned left, and now it's going to have to reroute. That's fine. Okay, so overall, that drive was very impressive. We still had, look at this, going around this mail truck over the solid yellow lines. Perfect. I mean, perfectly handled that. What an impressive drive. So I had that one disengagement near the end was kind of the car's fault, kind of my fault. The other disengagements were pretty much just me. Like, I didn't need to disengage. I did it to be careful and safe, but they were totally unnecessary. So this is one of the most impressive drives I would say I have ever had. And it just seems, you know, I don't know, when Tesla was adding all these beta testers, I mean, that's great. I want people to have the beta. It's fun to use if you use it responsibly and keep a hand on the wheel and all that. But the aspect of them getting all this, you know, more data, I was kind of like, you know, I've had some issues on the beta since I got it back in, you know, November of 2020. And those issues are still present. So I don't know how adding thousands of more people is really going to help with much, because they can't even, you know, fix some of the issues that the original testers are having. But I will say overall, like the broad scenario, you know, outside of looking for 1 or 2 specific things, giving this pedestrian some room, beautiful, love it. Overall, it does feel so much better. Now, I'm still a little bit of phantom braking here and there, like not much on this drive besides near the beginning, but more near my house on really rural roads that's happening. So yeah, I really need to do something about the phantom braking. That's kind of one of my biggest complaints. But other than that, yeah, this is pretty impressive. So it's going to try to do this again, this road close. So let's see what happens. Yeah, so it sees like those vehicles and things there, and boom, it is rerouting. Very good. I mean, really awkwardly, but hey, look at that. It avoided the closed road. Now it's hitting the brake a little bit, so I'm gonna push it forward. But it avoided that closed road very well. I mean, besides being awkward, it did it. So that was really good. And now it's kind of catching up with what it needs to do. Awesome. That was great. Even that closed road last time it screwed up, and this time it didn't. So loving it. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and you will see Full Self-Driving Beta in the next video.